Hey Seriously, welcome to the video. Today we're getting back into Pokemon Legends Arceus. So I left off yesterday, went to bed, woke up, and it's time for the trial. Let's get out of here. Very casual. Hey, it's, what's her face? Akari. What lovely weather we've got. Hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's get to the headquarters. Captain Celine is waiting. Who made her the boss? The Survey Corps offices are here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Fierce but determined. Captain Celine, is here. You may enter. Also, again, very stern. Serious business all the time. Kind of looks like Cyrus. Let us get straight to it. There's an Abra over there. You wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team? Prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Those 3 are set in stone. No one in the Galaxy team has managed that, ever. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? Yeah, but those were docile. My trial should be simple enough for him, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. They act like no one here knows how to throw a Pokeball. They act like it's so tough. All you gotta do is swing your arm with the ball and let go. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you need in the field. Oh yes, now I look really casual. Look like a beachgoer. That satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Sure it does. It's like a fanny pack. Akari, I expect you to step in if anything goes awry. But what's the story behind that Abra? What do they do? They just float there and be cool? Press Y while consulting the map to check tasks and missions. On tasks, which are missions and requests. Heart and tears, do come with me a moment. Got triangle eyes. It's really weird. Why are you wearing that weird hat? Jolly good morning. Something the matter, Professor Laventon? In order to survive our Pokedex, and will simply survive this unforgiving land, we must pass this trial. And as Professor of Pokemon, I've just got the ticket to help accomplish that. Pokemon! Karoo, Foom, and Plish Plash. That's all they say. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? So my own personal time, I went with Cyndaquil. But to mix it up a bit, I'll go with Oshawott. Plish Plash. Sure. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Hello. Ooh, that's a creepy face. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach is, for me, will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Oshawott back inside his Pokeball for you, so just take it, it's yours. Let's imagine you picking him up in your hand and like just crushing his body down into the ball. Yeah, you got Oshawott. We don't care if you gave him a nickname. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Cuckoo. Oh, boom. Well, they look as if they're cheering on their friend Oshawott. Or perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you with your trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when they fell from the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. And they absolutely hate that, because they don't like you. That's why they ran away. Oh, now they repeated it. What species has Captain Celine charged you with catching? Oh, that's smashing! All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. And I'd imagine so. Otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. More Pokeballs? Yeah, but not really. So you got 20. So they gave me 50 yesterday, which is really strange because now you only have 20. Why would they give you 50 to try and catch 3 Pokemon? And they really think you're that bad that you might need them? These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. If by no time you mean a very short time, then sure. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit headquarters, then head for the gate. Four foot away. 4 steps, or is it meters? Over here. Book it. Hello. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisway. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you've a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? I'm guaranteed that you can only say yes. I like you better and better. What a delightful find! I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. It's only slightly less hand-holding than previous games. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenge you to a battle. Yeah. Always Togepi too. Go Oshawott. Battle. So you got items, Pokemon, run, fight. Stay away from me, Togepi. Take this. Bopped you in the forehead. Tackle. That's a lot of damage for a level 5. Used to the previous games where it'd always be like 3 or 4 damage, but also got a lot of health too. 64 for a level 5? That's crazy. Is that part of the excitement? Like, we increase the damage and the health. Make the battle seem more fast-paced. Battle decided. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. Like a book. Ring! Level 6, new move. Probably Bubble, or Water Gun. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Sometimes they'll learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open your satchel, choose the Pokemon, and select Change Moves. But so few Pokemon here, or so few people have their own Pokemon. Only more knew how to use the Pokeballs, which again is just pull your arm back, throw, and let go of the ball. That's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's not a terminal. At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover from their little exercise. Alright. Just 2 potions, 2 oran berries. And to you, my sky-fallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. Thanks for the battle. Topical medicine meant to be applied. Restores 60 HP to a single Pokemon. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful in that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. And now I'm leaving. It seemed like you just got back to town and now you're leaving? That's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you're leaving Jubilife Village, make sure you choose a destination from your map and tell Rest the Guardsman where you're going. That way someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Does that mean they got a chaperone 24/7? They keep track of every single person that ever leaves the village? Your trial begins just a short way past the front gate. Hey, Rez. I'm leaving. Was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. That's dark, man. I can only go to one place. Obsidian Fieldlands. And apparently every place is dangerous. Yeah, nice little camp setup. How do you keep the Pokemon away from it, though? This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready to get started? Oh, Professor, is something wrong? Oh, well, you see, Captain Celine got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain, but what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Tirzu's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you silly. You'll see. Ah, so the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me then. Because she's the one that's got to step in if things go awry. I mean, if I had dropped dead, she's the one that's going to be looking at it. Well, I'm sure Tirzu will be fine. Let's begin the trial. She's just sitting over there, waiting, menacingly. Got the Pokemon, got the balls. Got anything to say for yourself? If Pokemon start launching attacks at you, run to safety as quickly as you can. All right, my boy? This is the crafting station, which I don't know how to do. Hide. All right, so first one is, it's basically a linear path. Like, all right, Aspiration Hill, species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. Those pretty mediocre flowers. Eh, kind of Breath of the Wildy, I guess, with music too. And there's the Bidoof. Brr. The key is to aim carefully. Not that you seem to need my advice, I'm just sharing what I know. You also got some weird shoes. You get close enough you can focus on them. It's a mellow Pokemon, so it tends to not run. Very easy to catch. There it is right there. Duck down and focus on them, and then catch them. It was actually coming up to investigate me. Got a Bidoof, well done. Time to find me your next Pokemon. Again, it's not that difficult. Act like it's almost an impossible task. Who's gonna let me pick up this? No. Yeah, I know where I'm going. I just want to get this. Oh, well, let me get it. There's an invisible wall here. Also, the trees are barren. Like I said, linear path. And look, it's a Starly. It's skittish. So you have to be careful. See the grass? Hide in the grass. Yes, press B to crouch. As a person with green hair. Does that mean you can change your hairstyle to green hair? I don't think I saw any of the starting characters have that color hair. Look at them. They heard me. They're looking. Let's see. Aim up a bit. There. Doink. Ta-da! Number 2. It's almost like it was guaranteed. Like it was scripted. Only one more Pokemon to go. And this one's the mean one. It's a Sphinx. And they're mean. They attack you. There's something I ought to teach you since you're still new to this. There's a proper way to throw your partner's ball. It's the same way you throw every other ball in this game. You just gotta press X. And you switch between Pokemon and Pokeballs. Yeah. Oh, and look, it's a tree. Now it's time for your partners to shine. So they want you to go like, hey, check it out. Boom, I got orange berries. I gotta run up to her. And then she'll be like, look, it's a Sphinx, OMG. Oh, it's a Shinx, not a Sphinx. Is something a Sphinx? Probably not. Probably thinking of an entirely different game. Yeah, kinda. You just look at them and you can see how mean they are. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any ball you throw at them. You can't even catch them until you battle them, is how it works. So, the color in the arrows tell you how easy it is to catch, and an X icon means you cannot catch it unless you fight them. But the thing with aggressive Pokemon is you can't catch them without fighting them regardless. Once they're absorbed with battling, you can throw a Pokeball at them and try to catch them. But now you've got several Pokemon on your own, don't you? But only, you got a Bidoof is the only one that's not weak against it. Yeah, no doubt you'll hold your own in battle. Same way you do anything else. Throw the ball at them. Oop. They saw me. Get him, Bidoof. Shinx is looking around. Roll out. Autobots, roll out. One more hit and then I'll throw the ball. Looking around. And did nothing. Sometimes they look around and they still attack. Alright, you can do something now? Oh, you attacked very quickly. Good on you. But now you're being caught. Probably guaranteed. A little firework that pops out the ball. Yeah, you got him. You approached those Pokemon without a hint of fear and caught each one. No one has ever done that in the history of ever. You're like a gift the sky dropped to us. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokedex as we've been ordered. This is wonderful. I'm still curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. Yes, very slight nod. Yeah. Professor! And rest. No rest for the wicked. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. Yeah, but it's not just as simple as that. Commemorative photograph. Click. With skills like yours, I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. But again, you're overselling it. It's just throw the ball. People have been throwing things forever. Imagine them throwing spears to hunt. Now you're just throwing a ball. Now then, we best report to Captain Celine. Time to head back to Jubilee Village, eh? Look at that little rock. Trip over it. No, he didn't. In time, you'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to live in the village pastures. So no boxes, just pastures. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into the field, in theory, though we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. So no one in this entire world was able to throw 6 balls in a row? Come now, you two, let's not dilly-dally. Captain Celine awaits our report at headquarters. I bet Captain Celine will be very pleased. I don't know. Seems kind of stern. I don't know if she's ever been happy a day in her life. All these villagers. Why are you standing outside your shop? Shouldn't you be inside your shop? I wonder what a Starly would like. Birdseed. Wurmples? Something like that. I'm back. I did the thing. It was super easy. Something that apparently no one has ever done in history before. Seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. So you're just going to push me out in the field and be like, alright, get on your way. Congratulations. You've passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. Must admit you've impressed me. To set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. Here. A uniform and a pair of sandals, which aren't really sandals. Get changed in the room you used last night, then you're to report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. And then she's going to say, oh no, I'm just going to ignore you. I thought she was going to tell me that you just got to go to the room, but I think she will if you talk to her. But you don't have to talk to her. So the townspeople don't really care. You just kneel down next to them, they don't care. Just go about their daily business. I'm like, well, that's a weird kid, but whatever. Also, is this the oldest protagonist in a Pokemon game at 15 years old? Aren't the other ones assumed to be like 10? Oh, interesting little detail. You take your shoes off, and also the foot's standing on the stair, but it's also clipping into the stair. So, sandals? No sandals. Whoop. Yeah, I don't care about that. Here. Time to put on the uniform. You know, just like what was said. That and sandals. And done. They look kind of ugly. Don't really look like sandals. You've changed into your uniform. Kind of look like Greninja. And I'm back. Wow, it suits you. It's almost as if the captain had it tailored just for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. It's your hat. How fancy. Really completes the ensemble. Now present yourself to the commander. Commander! Commander! Apparently don't have a stamina limit. I can run forever. Ah, yes. Hello, Commander. You're not wearing the Survey Corps uniform. Is it because you're the commander? You can wear whatever you want? Bring. I've been waiting for you. A lot of tension there. I'm Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Tuzu. Yes, sir. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Bring it in, give me a hug. Face me in combat. So you try to throw him or charge at him? Either one. Hey-ya! You got thrown on your head, you fool. So you've got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential. You gonna fight the Pokemon like that? Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider, who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilife Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokedex. But I warn you, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. Bing, complete. You look at that Abra in the background, see its animation has been slowed down somewhat because it is not the focus. So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps, and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, the more you add to the Pokedex, the higher your rank will become. I mean, shouldn't everyone have no stars then? Because you just invented Pokeballs and everyone's acting like nobody has ever caught more than, what, 2 Pokemon before? And working on the Pokedex will also, of course, bring you closer toward that goal of yours. To seek out every last Pokemon. That is the goal given by Arceus. Here, you will need this. A recipe for crafting Pokeballs. 1 apricorn and 1 tumblestone, 1 Toblerone, and 3,000 Pokebucks as well. You'll have to buy the necessary materials. Not true. You just go out in the field and find them from the trees and the rocks. Akari, you are an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what he needs to know. Which is literally go to a crafting bench and do the thing. Now, as the experienced craftsperson here, let me explain a bit to start with. Crafting means making items with your 2 hands. You can buy items at a general store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving for. You can even make our most valuable tools, Pokeballs. Think where we'd be if we couldn't do that. Let's head to the Craftworks. Mission start. Oh yeah. Talk to that Abra. What do you do? Abba. Nothing. Just floats there being all cute. Well done earning a place in our team. My name is Anth. I'm the local clothier. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I do hope they fit. Even though I can't wear them because I have to be in this getup at all times. Everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. Would you wear pants under a kimono? Or is that just an option? Like you can wear your tee and trousers or the kimono. You mean to spend money at your shop? No. I don't need to change of clothes. I've got all I need. Over here. Yes, this is the Craftworks right here. This little bench with a hammer. You can use the workbench here at the Craftworks anytime you need to make an item in the village. Ta-da! A set of chisels and a hammer. And I'll supply what you need to make your first Pokeballs once you're ready to begin. Call it my way of saying congratulations on joining us. Just spend the money you got from the captain on clothes, or whatever you think is best. Go up to the workbench and choose an item to craft, in this case, a Pokeball. Run up, press A. So I've got 20 of each thing, but I only use 3 balls, so you just craft the 3. Ta-da! Done. Yeah! So happy. Oh, now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, my boy. You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. But apparently only when you're trying to put them into a ball, no other time. Except the Pokemon that know the move Minimize. With a Pokeball we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in a Pokedex. And on that note, here you are. A Pokedex. Which is a book. A literal book. Tasks with unreported data, 6. So which ones would they be? Well, they don't say here yet. Probably because they're about to tell you tasks later. I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon there are in this grand region. You'll have to complete lots of research tasks to help the professor fill out the Pokedex. The same goes for me, of course. I've also got Pokemon to research as a Survey Corps member. It's not just about catching them. I'd be all too happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me at Fieldlands Camp whenever you are ready, my good Tizu. Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. If you're going to the Fieldlands Camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. Which one are you? A Wurmple. Absolutely, everyone knows what a Wurmple is. So you want a Wurmple so you can train it up into a Beautifly? Or possibly a Beautifly? That's a very evil-looking Pikachu. So I decided I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? Don't you already have a Pokemon on your waist? Which should mean you know how to catch one, right? Request. Wurmple can evolve. And there's another one over here. And over here? What a Starly would look like. Oh, you're the newcomer that fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps must have to get out and about to come out of that Pokedex. Book they're working on, right? Well, on your way, kindly do me a favor. Find out all about Starly. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures, but when I see Starly, I simply feel whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Please let me see Starly's entry in the Pokedex the moment you've completed it. Like the whole thing? Is just catching it isn't good enough? Let's see, where's the Starly? Yeah, they don't show the tasks yet. Gotta complete the whole entry? That's gonna take a while. And you want to see a Shinx. But you can't just show them the Shinx. You have to tell them that you're gonna show them the Shinx. Yes, you want to see the Shinx? So you have to accept the request, because see if you just throw it out right here. Look, that's a Shinx. You're looking right at it. You're looking right at it. But no, you have to talk to him. Yes, I've got a Shinx. You just saw it right here. Alrighty, let's have a peek at those round ears. Ta-da! That's it. The ears have a yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. Can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Only the throat's a brain and the bone's a thought. Thanks for helping me get that bone out. Now you're boneless. Received 3 potions. Hey, Riss, I'm leaving again. Same place as before. Except now there's more danger, so I can explore the whole place. Righto, let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokedex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need your help to carry out, my boy. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokedex for you to reference at any time. Now you know what the tasks are. You must catch and battle diverse Pokemon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. Do so and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. One last piece of advice. If you see a wild Pokemon's attack coming your way, dodge like your life depends on it. Dodge? Here, watch closely and remember what I do so you can do it later. Hup! Yeah! That beautiful flowing bit of gymnastics is what we call a dodge. If you're light on your feet, you can dodge out of the way of wild Pokemon's attacks. That way, hopefully you can avoid taking a beating and blacking out in the wilderness. The security corps had to collect me when I got the business end of some shink's thundershock. But don't you worry, I've got lots of experience to draw on, and I'll teach you plenty. Nod. So you open the old Pokedex. Says like about tasks with unreported data. A and A. So where to find them and the tasks. But would I talk to you to report them? Research tasks aren't simply about catching Pokemon. They require you to carry out all sorts of exciting field work. For now, I suggest you listen to Akari's advice. You'll find everything much clearer with her help. Or would you rather return to Jubilee's village? Now, I was going to report the tasks to you, but apparently you're not the one what needs to know. As you wish, best of luck carrying out your research tasks out there. So now that we've completed the trial, they've given us close to free reins over these fields here. Oh, I imagine that it won't be until you get advice from Akari that you'll really be able to make progress on the Pokedex. That's all for this video, though, so if you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, take care.